Alright, welcome back everyone. Hello, hello. Hope you're all doing well. And we are back for some lore. Let's get back to working on the Macabre, also known formally as the Genasi. And let's continue to expand the world lore. Okay, so for the Cassad, the title once held by the rulers of the Macabre lands actually, let me check something real quick. So we know that the Genasi were born in this time. Yeah. A town once held by the rulers of the Macabre lands long ago. This title was said to be given to the strongest of the Macabre royal families, with the concept of strength proven through. That's just an email. With the concept of strength proven through either personal combat amongst the candidates when the previous Cassad had passed on, or by right of prestige. Right of prestige was said to be determined through actions that the candidate had accomplished. A good example of this would be, now I want to check something for wars or probably in events. Let's see. I'm just kind of checking to see if I have it written down, when the Genasi end up with issues with the humbling was in the Age of Chaos, yeah. Alright, so in the Age of Chaos, what races were already around? Okay, so we did have, okay, perfect. A good example of this would be when ancient history, the Macabre declared an outright war against the gods themselves and attacked all who arrived in their lands, with the eventual leading of the event known as the humbling. However, I'll put this as a thing. However, it is noted that some gods long lost to history were cut down by the Macabre, as well as it is confirmed that the Macabre are the only race who have ever killed a god or designed a way of magic and fighting to combat gods specifically with their full divine power. Okay. The Chauce, the Chauce was established officially as the ruling class after the event known as the humbling, in which a new form of rulership would be crafted by Nyx river song. The say was would be elected by the abbots, or by the Con body, in which the church would be elected by the Athon body, and given power over the nation as a sort of holy figure. Why did I capitalize that? Holy figure that would both lead the nation and as well help or spread the word of their current worship. Nyx would give the Athi Khan Bodhi a warning that if they should ever displease the gods again, the Chase were to be sacrificed in a ritual to please or to regain the favor of the three-pillar church. Three-pillar church. There we go. Perfect. Alright. The Khan Bodhi Abbot. The term used for the highest ranked of the 5 monasteries. With each representing a different kind of martial arts. However, a quick note is needed that after the event of the humbling, only 4 monasteries are recognized and allowed to train new monks or Throsong. These almost noblemen-like figures are said to be chosen for both their ability in combat and great wisdom that comes with aging. Some current day Athi Khan Bodhi are said to be over. How long do this race live for? 400 years. Okay. 380 years old. Some current day. Oops, I forgot to capitalize the first part. The Khan Bodhi are said to be over 380 years old, and there are noted members that are even older and more experienced. In fact, it is mentioned in most common texts about the Pakab that they are one of the only races who know the secrets to immortality without the sacrificing of one's soul or afterlife. Alright. Each Athia Khan Bodhi is said to individually lead their monasteries and control one of the sectors of the Pakab lands with the dragon. Oh no, actually, let's get proper term for this. Okay. With the monastery in the south, the Tawin Sun, in the east, the Shadow in the west, and the. Let me just check something real quick. I'm looking up what they have for, because I'm not very familiar with Monk. So I always like to kind of get an idea of what I'm working with. Okay, I like the idea of I'm not sure why. I'm not fucking making that. Okay, one of the deaths was Chub Choi, and I don't know if I like the name of that. Let's see. No. You know what? No. You know, I'll go with that. I like that. The Saddam Pious. There we go. South. Oh, north. North. Each. South, east, west, north. Okay. Each teaches many different forms of martial arts developed by the older temples long forgotten. However, each of the monasteries have a long forgotten, or a long sealed specific ability granted to the highest members that makes the the martial arts they choose to learn at one of the 4 monasteries. Any martial arts they choose to learn at one of the 4 monasteries far stronger than the common Thra song. Okay. Common the Thra song is a title given to any member who has been a monk at a monastery and is recognized as a fully fledged member. Thus, those who join may not receive this title for many years until the Athi Khan Bodhi recognizes their talent and approves their joining of the monastery. Those provided this title. Handle both the day-to-day activities that are required to maintain the monastery, as well as act as spies, diplomats, guards, and the nation's military force when necessary. Thus, all Frasung are taught through many years on vast subjects, and those who are able to master many of the arts required by the monastery and nation overall are said to be the highest ranking in the nation and given far more freedoms than your average Frasung, who would not be able to leave the monastery grounds. Alright. Okay. Commoner. A Kon Thaupe are simply the average citizen of the Cobb nation. These make up the majority of the nation's population, with this term covering everything from tradesmen and merchants to the poor and hungry or homeless. Okay, so we've got this. We've got the current kings and queens, which we're gonna area 11. That's fine. All right, area 11. No highlight, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have the War of the Humbling, which I'll do on a different day because I'm already tired. This is I was kind of running on fumes when I started up, so I wanted to get some basics done. We will do the known diseases though today. We'll do the wars next time, as still needs to be done. Okay. Coming soon. We'll just bolden that real quick. Okay. So the known diseases. Let's again minimize you. I want to do 2 of the diseases. Alright, you know what? Kun Sun Sia Ong Bakab, which means loss of element. The term in common of loss of element is a general term used by other nations treating the Bakab when they lose their affinity to their element, as the Bakab come in 6 different forms, that being the earth, water, air, what's the word? Fire, lightning. I need one more, and we'll call them light. Yeah. As the Pakab come in different forms, that being Earth, when they travel away from their homelands and are said to attempt a form of cross-breeding with other races, many Pakab lose their elemental affinity and begin to return to what they were once, a strange ooze-like creature that has no sentience, or that has lost all ability to speak or act, or just let's say speak, or reshape their form back. Is crossbreeding not one? Oh, I thought it was. It was like, yep, there we go. Nope. I like that idea that they become slime, like elemental slimes. We'll call this our Kahab Cohen, which means overdrive. A common disease that the Pakab face alone as a species. This disease can cause the individual Pakab to lose its ability to control its element and go into a sort of overdrive as the body continues to try and process the elements around it. They begin to lose all sense. They begin to overheat, and the mental magic stored within begins exploding outwards in an almost chaotic sense of the term. Oh, just will sending me a snap. Let me check this real quick. What's going on? God damn it, Wolf. Okay. We'll do those two diseases for now. One of the things I will put in the anatomy, probably a note. Magic. We'll call this that. And tab. Oops. Let's make sure that gets deleted. Yeah, there we go. Tab. Unlike any other race in the world of Silencia, the Cobb does not process mana at all. Instead, they are only capable of magic through the elements they absorb based on what element they are born into. While in earth and fire, Pakab may create a fire Pakab. This fire Pakab could only process the magic of fire with a weaker affinity to earth, though they could also use at a weaker affinity air and water as well, similar to how the elements work overall in the world where the macabre can only use those that their stronger affinity is, what's the term? Their stronger affinity is not partnered, is not countered to. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, and then the last thing we're gonna do, so we're gonna be getting rid of a lot of this lore later, but for now, one of the things I like to do, as I always do, is set up my easy way of making this so my players can come in here later and easily find things as they need them, which, you know, naturally we're gonna go ahead and set these up as heading 5. We'll be coming back to you later, good sir. We're gonna get that down. The wars are coming soon, so we'll be rewriting them later. We'll come back to them. We don't have events yet, so we need to make sure to put a coming soon there, so I can remember to write that. Oh, no, we do. We do. Yeah. That's what all these are. And they're already in heading 5, so that's good. We do need to write Shagnarok and Nyx later. We'll do that in a bit. Put you to heading 5. Put you to heading 5. Also fix the spelling error there. And then eventually one of the things I'll do is I'll go through all of these and rechange these back in a future thing. But okay, perfect. So we are going to call that episode 2. And we'll finish it up tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.